Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have an interesting video for you. I'm just sitting down and talking to you about one of my favorite topics, which is skincare. So if you're interested in seeing what I have to say, my tips and tricks, this video is specifically going to be talking about niacinamide in your skincare. You may have heard of it in several places, especially on the internet. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing my thoughts and opinions and suggestions on this topic, then please keep watching this video. So today I want to sit down and talk to you guys about niacinamide, what it is. I know that there's a lot of information on the internet as far as what is niacinamide, and so I just wanted to sit here and explain to you guys a little bit more about some research that I've done, my thoughts on niacinamide, what products I like with niacinamide. I have gathered some information, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So niacinamide is a form of vitamin B3, so it is something very essential to our human bodies itself. Not just only for your skincare, but your body does need niacinamide and niacin to perform lots of different things. It can be found in lots of different kinds of foods, like for example, it can be found in lots of grains and greens. Niacinamide and niacin are very essential to your body. It can help, a deficiency, and it can lead to lots of skin concerns, kidney concerns, and also brain disorders. So it is an essential vitamin that you need in your body. So it's very essential to have. You can find it in lots of forms of foods, and you can also purchase maybe at your local vitamin store vitamins that you can take on a daily and things like that. So but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna talk about like what the effects are on your body. That's just what came up in my research, so I thought I would include it in this video. But jumping from that to the skincare, which is where I have most experience in talking about and things like that. As far as, if you guys know me, you know that I'm an esthetician. I work with lots of different kinds of products, and I do my research on certain ingredients. So I do have some experience as far as niacinamide and what I've seen and what I feel it does and my overall opinions on it. So I would like to say that I do think that niacinamide is a great ingredient. I just want to start off by saying that. It's very good to have in your skincare routine because niacinamide helps treat lots of skin conditions, like for example, acne and eczema. Niacinamide is useful because it's going to help your skin build proteins. And so what that does is that will help to lock in the moisture of your skin. So typically when you have eczema and other skin concerns of that sort, you tend to lose a lot of moisture in the skin. Eczema tends to be very dry and flaky. So niacinamide is really great for people that have eczema. It just locks in all that moisture and makes sure that the skin is nice and soothed. As well as for acne, it's really important to have a nice balance of moisture in your skin, especially when you have acne. I know lots of people with acne like to think that they don't need moisture because they tend to have more oily skin, but I will refer you guys back over to one of my previous videos that I have from a while ago. I might have to sit down and update it again, but there's a difference between oils and moisture. Hydration and oiliness are two different things. And your skin does need a nice balance of them too to stay within a normal range and to be happy and healthy. So it is very essential, even though you have acne, to lock in moisture, especially because when you use lots of acne treatments, you can tend to lose or disturb the hydration in your skin and the skin barrier. So niacinamide is really great for people that have those kinds of sensitivities. So niacinamide in your skincare is also really great at regulating oil production in the skin. So since it does balance out that moisture in your skin does not feel the need to overcompensate by producing more oils. So what this does is that it helps balance out the oils in your skin, and therefore you'll notice a more even skin texture. And as far as for like oily bits and dry bits, you'll notice that the skin is gonna be more even in that sense. So me personally, I used to have very combination skin, so I would tend to get oily around my nose area and around my forehead. But when I noticed that as soon as I introduced products with niacinamide in my skincare routine, it kind of sort of balanced out to where the point right now where I have pretty normal skin, and I'm pretty happy with that result because I dealt with a lot in my life. So, but I do think that for me at least, that has really been the benefit of me using niacinamide. So just wanted to throw that out there. It does really help with balancing out sebum production in your skin. So if you're someone that tends to battle with oils, this would be a great ingredient to look for in your skincare. Another great reason why I typically recommend niacinamide ingredient for people with acne is because it is highly anti-inflammatory. So it helps reduce the appearance of any raised areas, which tend to happen, with acne, as well as it treats redness in the skin. So if you're someone that struggles with a lot of redness in your skin, niacinamide is a really great ingredient. I immediately start thinking of people with rosacea because they have those red patches on their skin, and then those red patches tend to get very dry. So if you're someone that suffers from rosacea, you might benefit a lot from introducing niacinamide into your skincare. Just to keep that in mind. It also helps with hyperpigmentation because of the anti-inflammatory property that it has. Hyperpigmentation tends to come from trauma to the skin, and inflammation of the skin and things like that can all cause hyperpigmentation. So niacinamide is really great in that sense. That's also one thing that I've personally noticed when I use niacinamide on myself or on my clients, is that their skin drastically reduces itself in the redness that it has. So that's another benefit that you have. So if you're considering introducing niacinamide into your skincare routine, then I do recommend that you possibly do a patch test, just because even though niacinamide it doesn't tend to cause a lot of issues in the skin, you never know how your skin is going to react to this sort of thing. So you might just want to do a patch test. If you purchase some item specifically with a niacinamide ingredient, then maybe just do a patch test. You could try it out on the back of your ear or on your neck area, and then just see how your skin reacts before you apply it all over your face, because those areas tend not to be seen that often. So if something does happen, you will, be able to hide it, and then you know that your skin is highly reacted to the niacinamide. I've never had the experience of someone telling me that they had a bad reaction. I have noticed in myself that there are certain niacinamides that I use that I do feel a slight tingle, but that's really the only kind of effect that I've ever felt using a niacinamide. And it's really not that bad, so I just look over it. A slight tingle is not a concern for me. It would be a concern for me if it starts burning or I get pain from that product, but nothing of that sort, just a slight tingle from the active ingredient that it is. As far as products that I've used with niacinamide, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen a few of the products. I just recently used the Naturium niacinamide cleansing gelée that they have, and that is a fantastic product. I will say that I love that cleanser. I recently ran out and my local Target doesn't have any, so I'm honestly kind of regretting it. I noticed the difference in my skin as soon as I stopped using it, so I want to get back on it because I really love that one. And it did really help with a lot of those kinds of things that I had, redness and inflammatory things. So I do want to go back to the Naturium cleansing gelée that they have with niacinamide. I purchased this one from Naturium by mistake, thinking that it was the niacinamide gelée, but it's actually their niacinamide serum 12% plus zinc. So typically when you do your research on niacinamide, they do recommend that you use zinc with it. Because those two tend to really go well together. And so what this is going to do is it's going to help even out the, all those niacinamide benefits, evening out the skin. And then the zinc is also going to help fight off the effects of UV rays. So these two together can really help treat pigmentation in the skin. So highly recommend this. I've only been using it for a little bit, so I don't have lots of thoughts on it. But I do know that I typically like Naturium products, so I'm pretty sure that I'll like this. But if there's anything, I will give you guys an update on this. But yeah, that's that one. That's right now what I'm using with niacinamide. I do know that The Ordinary has a serum that is specifically just niacinamide, and I think it's like niacinamide plus hyaluronic acid, and that's really great. I don't think that you need a specific product with niacinamide in it, just like one specific thing with only niacinamide, because a lot of products have it already in it. If you want more benefit and more of the niacinamide, then by all means purchase a product that has niacinamide specifically in it. Like me personally with this one, I like to have something specific there. And also I got confused and purchased the wrong one, but whatever. But that one from The Ordinary, I feel like it's not really necessary because you don't need a specific product with just niacinamide. There are lots of products, especially nowadays, formulated with niacinamide in the ingredients already. So just maybe look at your skincare and see which products use niacinamide, or they also sometimes will use niacin only as the name. So take a look at the ingredients section in your skincare. Most likely it will already include it. And just if you want to introduce more, you could purchase that product. I don't really feel like it's necessary. It worked great when I used it, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary for your skincare benefits. You can probably just find something that has niacinamide mixed in with other beneficial ingredients, and then that way you get better results from that kind of product. So overall, my thoughts are that niacinamide is a great product to have in the skin, in your skincare, just to treat inflammatory pigmentation, redness, anything of the sort. It can also even help you treat your hyperpigmentation. So really, all in all, it's really a great ingredient to have. So highly recommend you look into that. If you have introduced niacinamide into your skincare routine recently and you have seen the benefits of them, then please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know you guys' experience with niacinamide. That's really all my thoughts that I have for today's video. Yeah, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of me. I have recently made a TikTok, so I know I'm jumping on the bandwagon here, but I recently made a TikTok and I'll link it down below so you guys can follow me. I plan to do like short videos on there talking more about makeup and skincare, where things that I don't get to speak on my Instagram, which is more business-like. So if you're interested in seeing that, then please feel free to check out the description box below and I'll link all my social media there. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.